Spoken for Communications previews North Carolina Central and Bethune-Cookman as both teams come into the matchup with one loss in the conference. I'm Chris Hooks, play-by-play voice of the NCCU Sports Network with the head coach Jerry Mack. Coach, as we get ready for the matchup, you come off a pretty big win against Savannah State in front of the home faithful. Had to be pretty good to get home and to dominate like you did in the second half against Savannah State.
I felt really good. You know, we talked about preaching all week about doing the best that we could possibly do, about our guys coming out competing for 4 quarters, and I think we were able to execute and do that on Saturday.
We got to see Anas Hasek step up in the offensive game with the most yards in the MEAC as far as receiving goes this year. You know, and you talk about just the system and guys buying in. I mean, that's a great performance by him.
He had a great game on Saturday, and it's a testament to how he practiced all week. We noticed probably about Thursday that Anas had a great week of practice, and he came out there and he showed what we always knew he could do. He showed flashes of it against Liz City, and during fall camp he did some similar things. So we was very proud of his performance on Saturday.
What does that say about us? One game we could have Quentin Atkinson go off. Next game we could have Adrian Wilkins go off. Next game Jazz King could go off. Next game Anas Hasek. So it just shows you the versatility. Is that pretty much what we're seeing here?
Right. I think everybody's buying into the system and they understanding what their role is. And when they get a chance to make a play and they get that opportunity, they're seizing the moment. And that's all you can ever ask for.
Defensively, again, held a team 14 points. They did get a touchdown late, but again, it was one of those things that we did what we needed to do to get the job done. They did give up some yards here and there, but how do you feel like we're progressing on that side?
I think defensively, we do some different things every week as far as tweak some things on defense, and they're doing a great job of taking the game plan and running with it. Not only is our defensive line doing a good job of coming to play and executing, our interior line is what I'm really pleased with right now. They're doing a great job. They're young, and they're getting after the quarterback.
We got Bethune-Cookman coming up in this one. Again, they're the team perennial power of the last few years since Brian Jenkins took over. Again, they're tough to play at home, and our backs are against the wall here. Nobody picks us to win this one. What's your message to the team coming into the week?
Same, very similar to last week. Do our best, play our game, and play Eagle football for 4 quarters. Play with your heart, and if they do that, if we do that, then we'll be victorious at the end of the game.
And that's the thing. When you're going against a team like Bethune to dethrone them from the championship, you have to beat them. Last time we went down there, we had them where we want them, 17-14. Probably didn't finish off the drive prior to that, but they were able to kind of rally themselves up and were able to pull away with a 42-17 win. To get to the fourth quarter, though, with the lead and late in the third quarter, the lead is certainly where you want to be.
Exactly. When you play for 3.5, 4 quarters, the plan is to always try to put yourself in a position at the end of the game to win the football game. And right now, we did a good job last week of finishing. We just got to continue to do that.
When you look at the game against South Carolina State, kind of similar opponent, it was a game where we made some mistakes but still found a way to win. You can't do that against Bethune.
No, you can't. Against really good football teams, we have to reduce the penalties. We can't have any turnovers on the offense side of the football, and we have to try to create some turnovers on defense. Special teams is going to be a big part. I think that's going to be one of the keys to this football game as well.
Well, you talk about special teams. Nathaniel Tilkey had a pretty good ball game last week, a couple 50-yard punts. He really seems like he's starting to settle in.
He did. I mean, that was very impressive. I've never seen, to be honest with you, a punter have that kind of day on just one day. Got some recognition from the conference as far as being one of the top performances this past week. So he's getting better, and he's growing, young freshman, and he's continuing to learn.
What do we need to do to beat Bethune-Cookman? That's as simple as it gets.
Don't beat ourselves with turnovers, with penalties, things of that nature. We have to do a great job of coming out there and executing the game plan, and our guys got to play for 4 quarters with heart.
All right, Coach, best of luck.
Thank you.
That is head coach Jerry Mack. North Carolina Central Bethune-Cookman kickoff at 4 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 3:30 with full coverage of the big matchup down in Daytona.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.